Welcome back. Well, these plants will not only look beautiful on your patio, they're actually useful too. That is an oregano plant.
Oh, I love oregano. We are here with gardening expert Melinda Myers to help us plant the perfect pots for the patio and so much more. This table right now is just making me so happy.
Well, you know, spring in Wisconsin, I think, is many of our favorite season because, you know what, we've made it through winter, and even though we didn't have a lot of snow, it was gray and rainy, and you go into the greenhouse. I was shopping for plants last night. What a great way to end the day. And the fragrance. I brought along a Gardenia because, you know, Molly and they were talking about setting the stage in your personality. Well, if you're going to sit out on your patio, make sure it smells good.
Oh, they smell so good.
They do.
Now, this one, even though it hasn't bloomed yet, is that going to be?
There's a couple of flowers you can't see.
Okay,
I put in front, just so I know. I sorry you lose, but we can.
It's so hard to smell.
We can. I know it smelled really good until that great food was.
Yeah,
like
there it is. Perfect. Yeah.
And there's just 3 blooms. I had this in my car in the garage last night, and I opened up the garage door this morning. I'm like, wow, it smelled great. So a little bit of fragrance is one way to do it. Things that are tough and hardy. A lot of people say they can't garden. This is a Dipladenia. Some people call it Mandevilla. I have these growing on a west-facing porch. Wind, dry, blowing. Can't find a lot of other plants that will survive. Looks good, very forgiving. If I forget to water one day.
That's what I was going to ask. Does this one, it allows for you to forget every once in a while?
Every once in a while. You know, most containers need to be checked daily and watered. And then edibles. You know, make your entertainment experience fun. I'm not a great cook, but boy, when it's garden season, I can cook because I just pick it out of the garden or a container. These are calendulas. These are edible flowers. They call them pot marigold because they'd use the petals to make stews and soups, throw them in the pot. I use them to dress up my salads and greens.
Do they have much flavor? Or
they're a little bit, kind of
like a lettucey?
Yeah, kind of like a lettucey flavor. Bacopa is a nice cool weather plant that will trail over the edge. And then I've got a red cabbage in here.
Sure.
So when this one starts fading and trailing, this cabbage will take over. I just potted this up. It needs a good watering right before we started. And even fruits, blueberries.
That is a blueberry plant.
That is gorgeous. It's such a pretty plant.
It is.
Are all those going to be little flowers and then eventually blueberries?
These are the little flowers. They'll turn into blueberries. You and the birds can eat. And then beautiful fall color. And it's great in a pot because our soils aren't the best. And I just put the nursery pot right inside the decorative pot.
Ooh,
so then I can bury this in the winter or put it in the garage to insulate the roots for winter, but it dresses it up for summer.
A pot like that, does that have the holes in the bottom? Is that important?
Good point. Holes in the bottom, a good quality potting mix, one that holds moisture, holds nutrients, but also drains well. And then I'm kind of a low input, not lazy gardener. So I like to use a slow release fertilizer like Milorganite, Milwaukee's own. And I'll just put some in here. And the good news is it's low nitrogen and slow release. You don't have to mix it in. That's kind of out of habit for me. And then I pick plants. We were talking about picking the right plant for the location.
For the right space,
And so I always read the tag. There's so many new plants. Even though I've been gardening for years, I always check because some varieties are more heat tolerant, some need the moisture. And the back of that tag tells you the information you need.
Tells you what you need to do.
Right. Garden center folks, you know, like the folks at Ebert's love to help you, but they're so busy. They're just trying to help everybody get checked out and the plants in the car and into their garden.
So as long as you come prepared to do a little reading, you could be ready to go on your own.
There too,
there is. So you can see what it looks like when it's in full bloom. Exactly.
So now what do we have on this side?
So if you take off your Christmas wreath, if you haven't done so yet, hopefully you have, a little basket, and I put some Cool Wave pansies. And what I love about Cool Wave is they're trailing pansies. They'll do great in the cool weather. Mine have even bloomed in the summer and come back in the fall. Now I just left them in their pots, popped them in there, so when they're starting to look a little ratty from the hot weather, I'll put something for summer in there so I can change out my door display or hang it on a wall or a fence outside your patio.
That's fantastic.
These are always popular.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus grow well here?
Outside in the summer, inside in the winter, just like the Gardenia, or just look at it as an annual.
It's just beautiful.
You know, I think sometimes we think we have to keep it alive, and if you can't let it go over winter, find some gardener. There's always a gardener willing to take your plants, put them in a sunny window, and keep them going either for you or for their own garden so you don't feel so guilty.
I think we want to make sure that we get to the fact that you have got some seminars too. So people who have questions, because people like me I love it, but I'm not that good at it.
It's overwhelming too. You know, it's nice
so
to actually
much.
just have the information, like to have you right there.
Well, and I love to do that, and I love to help folks. So that's one reason I've teamed up with Ebert's to do just that.
So April 23rd and the 30th from 1 to 3. April 23rd is Easy Care Gardening with Melinda's Choice Plants.
We have a whole line of plants that are hardy and suited for Wisconsin to help narrow down that selection for you.
Gardening with deer in deer country.
Exactly.
That's big too.
And tack onto this today, Melinda has a special giveaway just for you. So here's all the information that you need about that. Caller 7 is going to win the DVD set and $25 to Ebert's Greenhouse Village gift card. That's super cool. So you have to be caller number 7 to win. Here's the number, 414-799-4444. And by with the DVD set, you can have like that information right there at your fingertips.
Exactly. It's on containers, so all the things you need to know to be successful and have fun, most importantly.
There you go.
We didn't get to this, but next time I want to.
We will pot this up. We'll just
plants.
show you the combination we're working on, and we'll start planting
It's
later.
It's going to be gorgeous.
All cool weather plants.